This is the Ohio AgNet, broadcasting from the Voice You Know at the News You Trust studio, sponsored by BASF and Zydia, the most trusted name in herbicides, providing Ohio soybean and corn acres with up to 2 weeks more residual activity and broad-spectrum weed control. I'm Joel Penordwood with your farm news today. Tune in this week as Ohio corn and wheat growers head to Washington, D.C. to visit with their members of Congress face-to-face. They're talking year-round E15, the Farm Bill, and other policies that impact farmers directly. Join the Ohio AgNet for coverage from our nation's capital. Pressure is building on the fertilizer industry as farmers face rising costs heading into planting season, and a new federal class action lawsuit is alleging major fertilizer companies conspired to fix prices since 2021, driving costs sharply higher by as much as 60% in some cases. Now, at the same time, the war in Iran continues to disrupt global supply lines, adding further pressure to fertilizer availability and prices. And then also, more than 60 ag groups are pushing for policy changes, including easing import duties and improving supply flow, while ag retailers are urging federal action to keep fertilizer moving. The Trump administration says relief options are coming soon as farmers look for solutions ahead of spring field work, which, even though the weather is a bit snowy right now at the broadcast studio, is just around the corner. In some Ohio farm news, a closely watched situation is the merger between Sunrise Cooperative, Mercer Landmark, and Centera, and we have an update there. Centera Co-op announced yesterday they will not be moving forward with a proposed merger with Sunrise Cooperative and Mercer Landmark. While a majority of voting members supported the deal, it did not reach the 60% approval required under cooperative law, according to Centera. They say they will continue operating independently. Let's talk weather, brought to you by Seed Consultants, simply better performance. Learn more online at seedconsultants.com. Ryan.
Plenty of cold air still dominating over the state of Ohio. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Quick forecast update for you. We are going to be seeing some lake effect of snowflakes and flurries kind of winding down probably this afternoon, but they're still hanging out in northern parts of the state. If you're lucky, you'll see better sunshine potential through the afternoon and into the early evening, but we have another round of cloud cover running to come through tomorrow. Cold air stays for Wednesday, warming up Thursday forward. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin.
Thank you, Ryan. Let's check in with our own Dusty Sonnenberg talking lamb markets.
Joining me today is Kesslyn Bigley, and we are at the Knox County Sheep Association annual meeting and banquet. And Kesslyn, you're with United Producers. We were talking before the banquet about where some of the sheep and lambs go that come through United Producers. Share with the listeners, if you will.
Yes, so a lot of our lambs that we send from United Producers go to the East Coast, whether that be to your ethnic markets or to your white linen industry as well.
Sounds like with those white linen industries, these are high-end places. That means there's quality lamb and that's coming from this part of the state.
Yes, there is. We have a large amount of sheep producers here in Knox County who are growing contract lambs for us that are going directly to that industry as well as across the state of Ohio.
What about internationally? Do we see lambs that are raised here that are going overseas, or what's that market look like?
Yes, we are starting to chime into the trade overseas, and we're going with lambs to Dubai and to the UAE at this time.
In your opinion, anything that makes lambs from Ohio unique, that we have that higher quality that those markets are looking for, or is it just good producers that are paying attention?
Well, we have great producers here in the state of Ohio. I cannot credit those gentlemen enough. They do a great job. But we're here in a nice little environment where we're not super dry. We have the proper moisture, and we have great minerals in our ground as well. We're fortunate enough to have had those glaciers that went through, and we have nice mineral deposits.
Very good. Again, my guest today is Kesslyn Bigley from United Producers, talking again about some of the markets for the lambs grown right here in Ohio. Kesslyn, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Reporting for the Ohio AgNet, I'm Dusty Sonnenberg.
Thank you, Dusty. We'll talk markets after this.
If agriculture is your way of life, you need news you can count on. That's why Ohio farmers turn to Ohio's Country Journal, your source for the latest in crop updates, livestock insights, market trends, and the stories that celebrate country life across our state. Every issue keeps you informed, connected, and ready for what's next in Ohio agriculture. So don't miss a beat. Renew your subscription or sign up today at ocj.com/renew and grow with the publication built for Ohio farm families. That's ocj.com/renew.
You're listening to the Ohio AgNet. It's time for a look at a market analysis brought to you by the Louis Dreyfus Company. Excited to bring a brand new soybean crush facility to Upper Sandusky, Ohio. Learn more about marketing your soybeans with LDC at 574-566-2113. Grain markets mixed early here on Tuesday with soybeans and bean oil leading a modest rebound after Monday's sharp sell-off. Corn started the day slightly higher, supported by strong demand and rising energy prices, but we are seeing that step back a little bit. Wheat continues to drift lower amid improving global supply outlooks. Ongoing tensions in the Middle East are keeping volatility high, of course, impacting energy markets and trader sentiment. Overall, expect choppy trade as geopolitics and export demand continue to drive direction in today and the days ahead. May corn in Chicago down 3 1/4 to 4.50 per bushel. May soybeans 3 3/4 cents up to 11.59 1/4. July beans gaining 6 cents to 11.73 1/2, and September wheat down 9 cents to 6.11 3/4 pennies. Markets brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. Online at seedconsultants.com. April live cattle up $1.15 to $234.40. Feeder cattle for April $1.48 higher. They're priced at $351.38 per hundredweight. April lean hogs 25 cents to the plus side. 93.75 is their price, as May hogs down 18 cents to 98.15 for those contracts, and milk class 3 seeing about 2 to 10 cents up. This is the Ohio Ag Dat.